So I've been able to get out and fly the ARWing a fair bit in the last little while. Not a fair bit, maybe half a dozen times. And I'm starting to get to be able to fly it quite a bit better, and I'm really enjoying it. But I'm back out here in the backyard at the picnic table with my good friend the E6000, because on one of my last flights when I landed, the motor mount got popped off the end. It was a break that I was expecting to have. People have been wanting to see some DVR of this wing in flight, so I'll put up some of that. I've got some flights around the South Saskatchewan River and over some big huge fields that are pretty cool, so drop some of those in, take a quick look at the damage, and it's not going to be too hard to fix. So let's bring the camera in. You can see that it's mostly just separated from where it was glued in, and so all I'm going to really need to do is just clean out some of the damage there, make sure that these bits of plywood that were left behind still fit in, and that I can access the two different screws that hold it in place after the repair, and make sure that I don't gum up the places where the motor screws go in with too much glue. But otherwise I think this should be a very quick and easy fix. So I'll just pop the motor and stuff off, get that set in there properly. You don't need to watch that. Let's go watch some DVR here. Besides the ground, there's not much I can crash into out here. It is actually a field of coriander or cilantro. I've never seen people growing that here before. And if you're somebody that does not like the smell and taste of cilantro, you would not like standing here right now. It is strong. don't know if you noticed earlier, but that is not the stock prop that comes with the ARWing Pro as the kit. It's actually an APC 8x6, which I changed to because I broke the original prop on a landing. It just snapped off the two ends of the prop. And so that was a good thing. This is a good prop. It seemed to work really well. It certainly moved the craft very nicely, which was good because the other change that I've made from the stock, or recommended, this is not really part of the kit, is I got myself a really chonkin' big lipo here. It's a China Hobby line, 5 amp hour, and it just fits in there. I had to do a little tweaking on the sides to take off a little bit of the shrink wrap here to make sure that it fits, but otherwise it just fits in there beautifully well. And all I needed to do was add a very small amount more weight at the back to counterbalance it, and it flew great. It flew absolutely well. In fact, if you'd like to, that's what we can take a look at next here, because it'll show a nice launch with this extra heavy battery in it and how it flew, and the landing, which is what ended up pulling this motor mount off. And I found out also that with this battery and that prop and the way I was flying it, this motor got really hot. And so I'm already looking at the possibility of getting a larger motor, maybe a, I don't know, 2812 or 2816, something like that, 2814, in that range, just to have a slightly bigger overall volume, because I really would like to fly with the heavier the heavier battery in it, just to get longer times. Anyways, enough out of me. Let's take a look at that other flight.
Please work nicely for me.
Fudge nuts! Broke the motor mount. I'll have to see what that's about. Hopefully it's not a hard fix. That's what happened on the landing. Hey! Blew that off. Guess it caught on something. Man, that motor's hot. Kind of surprised by that. Might be just a little underpowered for this weight then. Oh well, it was a good flight. Lots of bails. And I didn't bail. It's always good.